Hello everybody, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everyone who's been with me from the beginning, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day in your life to watch my videos, to like my videos, and I hope they are giving you some help and guidance and peace. If you do like them, please hit the subscribe below. I do appreciate it, and I am having that $1 a minute reading going on till July 31st of this year. And you can just email me at the address enchantresstarot1@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook, Enchantress Tarot, or Instagram, okay? Or even Twitter at Enchantress Tarot. So we're doing this eclipse reading for us. Now this is going to be on the new moon. The new moon is July 12th, and it's in Cancer. So it's a water sign. So you could do this by the water, by the beach, with a water fountain, in your tub, in your shower. But please remember to try and take 5, 10, even 15 minutes out of your busy day in your life to focus what you desire in your life to come into fruition. Because this is the time you want to plant the seeds on the new moons. We have this 28 to 30 day cycle. It's so important. You can really pray to God, your angels, or whatever you call your higher self, okay? To say, this is what I truly want, desire in my life at this time. So you want to concentrate on that. And then with the eclipses, you really want to even slow it down more, because with the new moon, you're saying, please don't do anything to my body. You know, don't cut your hair, don't get piercings, tattoos within a day or two of the new moon. Let your body rest. Don't do anything critical or intrusive to it. Okay, you want to have some rest and peace and downtime. It's also a good time for planting flowers and bulbs and anything you're doing above ground during the light of the waxing of the moon, and from the day it's new to the day it's full, for larger, tastier harvest. Okay, so the moisture in the soil is wetter during the waxing moon above ground. So you want to think about that too. It's just like you planting. You want to make sure you plant at the right time, right? You don't want to put all these bulbs of flowers in the ground and then nothing grows, or it's muddy and gets fungus or disease because you didn't do it at the right time. This is the right time, okay? You want to plant those seeds. And also because it is this new moon solar eclipse, which is a partial one, we won't see it in the Americas, it's forcing you right now to look in the now. It obscures your vision forward. Now, remembering the new moon, the sun and the moon are together on the same page. So when that happens, you know, the sun is your ego, it's your conscious, the divine masculine energy. The moon is your id, the subconscious, your divine feminine energy. And usually your emotions win. You know, it's like a man and a woman in an argument. You know, usually the woman wins, the emotion wins. So we want you to concentrate on focusing your mind's desires, your heart's desires together. Okay, the mind and the heart, all right? The sun and the moon. You know, this is the counterparts. Giving, take, light and dark, action, reaction, masculine, feminine, radiance, reflection, conscious, subconscious. You see, this is the duality. So it's a vital time. And then when we have the eclipse, like I said, the sun and the moon are facing each other, and the earth is on the other side of it. So you don't see the light, actually, of the moon anyway, because it's only reflecting the sun. But at that time, this is forcing your vision forward to be in the now. See, it blocks it. It obscures that vision forward, and it forces you to say, what's happening right now in my life? So this reading I'm doing with the Enchanted Map Oracles is going to be just that. Where do you see yourself now? Now, 2 cards came out, and I'm honoring it, the 2 cards that came out. The first one came up, stuck in the mud. And maybe a lot of people can relate to this right now, that you feel like you're stuck in the mud. You feel like you're going nowhere right now. This is very synonymous and apropos for this time. Because as I said, you are not to concentrate on anything else but the now. Don't worry about the past and blame and trauma and everything that's happened in the past. And instead of worrying also about the future, how am I going to do this? What's going to happen? The eclipse talks to you about being now, and this card is saying you're stuck in the mud. This card is saying to enjoy those moments. This card is talking about right now as things are not going forward for you, it's right where you need to be. And although it doesn't make a lot of sense, maybe, and it does look like an eclipse here, right? Yeah, and the new moon. It doesn't make sense, but if you really think about it, the more you resist and you struggle, the deeper into the sand this elephant is going to sink, right? So you don't want to resist this time when you feel you're in a slump, a funk, you lost your mojo, things aren't going forward. Honor this time as what it is for you right now, forcing you to be right now, exactly where you are, stuck in that mud, and just be in that mud right now. Enjoy what's going on around you. You can still put your heart set desires on what you want to come over this next 28 to 30 day cycle. But with the intensity of the eclipse, this is going to go out for about 5.5 months. So you want to say, okay, while I'm stuck here doing nothing, why don't I use the time to think of what I do want in my life? See, this is when these things happen. Now, this will make sense to everybody. There are some people, maybe they're just gliding along right now, but you know, you go in your ups and downs. So remember this card. But right now, this is what we want you to do. Find that balance. The 2 and 4 is the 6. 2 is duality, coupling with other. 4 is completion. So we want this beautiful energy of feeling harmonic balance with self and other. So right now, it sounds silly, enjoy the time that you're not moving forward for what it is. And this way you can concentrate on what it is that you do want in your life. You know, and we do have all these muted shades here again. Things are not bright and vivid. They're kind of washed away. So maybe a lot of us are feeling very blah right now. We just feel like our energy is blah, our emotions are blah, everything's kind of washed away. Honor it like they're saying. This is exactly where you need to be. And when the time comes for you to take those steps and move forward, you shall be able to. But this is not the time. Now, the other card that came out with this was Dragon's Lair. Now, see, this is very opposite energies, where this is saying you're in the mud, enjoy being in the mud. This card is kind of more direct in saying you're afraid of something that's coming, or you're anticipating something coming. And for some of you, they're saying you're right to have that feeling. Just as I said, some people, the shocking things about the eclipses are an event can happen or not. You know, you don't know. It's not predictable. So for some of you, it's not going to be eventful. You just feel stuck. For others of you, it will be eventful. And you're going to feel that kick in the pants that you have to go forward. Like, something's happening here and I have to do something. Where this is not react, just respond to it in waiting. This is more of a reactionary feeling. This is more like you need to get a move on or do something. Let's see what the card is saying in the book here, because there's such a different energy. Okay, so Dragon's Lair says you are always protected and divinely guided. Here it says you have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating. Like the dragon you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. So some of you will really be unencumbered by this unpredictable solar eclipse in Cancer, and you just feel like you're not going anywhere. So for those of you who feel that energy, just be in the now. Right now. Enjoy the now and everything you have in your life right now. and put your meditation on what you wish to come without anxiety, trepidation, fear, and urgency, because that attaches itself. Send out love and bliss and joy. And know like you know, it is coming, you know? Here, this card is saying, yes, things may happen at this eclipse that will shake you to the core, and you needed this. You needed to make a change. You know, maybe you haven't ended that relationship that's going nowhere or is abusive. Maybe you're not walking away from a business partner that it's a dead end, or a job that's a dead end with a lousy boss or creepy people or a lousy neighborhood to work in or live in. You know, these are the things that, you know, you're just being complacent about. And with this eclipse, it may just shake you to the core, especially with Cancer. It's your home where you're loved and nurtured and protected. So it can affect you in different ways, whether you feel that way about your job, your vocation, your school, your besties, your parents, your family, your actual home, your neighborhood. You see, it's going to affect each of us differently. All right, and the 1 and the 9, 1 initiating change, 9 is endings. And together, 1 and 9 is 10 to make a beginning. So you're initiating a change that something must end for something to begin. And you know you want to plant those seeds now with the new moon anyway. So that was where you see yourself now. Now, how does this now relate to the past? Magic prayer. Okay, this is a very interesting card. It looks like she's in a misty forest, but almost looks like she's underwater, but the wind must be blowing her hair. Number 32, that's a 5, so there could be some uncertainty there, but we know 3 is looking to create something, and 2 is about a partnership or a coupling, a balance of something. So let's see what the book says, because the elephant one was pretty obvious to me. Okay, so with magic prayer, speak your prayers, listen for the answers, act in faith. Now, that's something we all need, right? Someone once said to me, you know what, Mary Jo, you can pray all you want, or you can worry, but you can't do both. And I had to just drink that in for a minute. And I understood, yeah, because when I'm praying, I have faith in God, universe, source. When I worry, I am doubting that. So be careful of that. So it's saying here, when you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you. When you're in need, that said, the best prayer is, thy will be done through me, thy will and not mine be done. So that's, you know, we were raised Catholic, you're told God's will is be done. But as I'm growing over, I feel like God's saying, thy will be done is your will be done, because he gave us free will. Not mine, he's saying. And thy will be done, not mine. God is saying, even though I want this for you, or if he did want this for you, but you choose otherwise, he's saying, that's what I want for you, not what what I feel you should do. He's giving you that freedom to do so. Conscious contact with your higher power is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen to the divine. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you surely get what you need. I say that all the time. Your destiny awaits you as long as you keep in conscious contact with your highest power. Be assured that you are on the right path. Now, there are many different endings, right? There are many different endings to a story or a situation. So which is the right one? Well, God is saying the one you choose. Because at that time, if that's what you chose that was right for you, how could it be wrong? And God is saying, even if that's not what I would have chosen, I want you to have your will. And for me, when you choose that, then I'm there with you. So God is always there, Spirit's always there. So know that divine time is when everything will come through to you, but you must be patient and you must pray. And you know what? There are times it's not to our highest and best interest and things don't come to us. We don't realize it till afterward, and then we can see it from fresh eyes. Okay, and then what can you do now to change the present? This is where we're being forced again to look in the now. See, this is what could be coming we don't know about. These cards kind of go together, and then these. They're like, right now we have to be together, these two and these two. into the unknown. Now this person looks like, she's walking, her eyes are masked, she's got her hands out, like when you're walking blindfolded, like pin the tail on the donkey kind of thing. She's got this guarded rail behind her, so there's stability there and protection, okay? And she's got to trust her instincts here. So let's see what this one says for number 7. And this is relating to what you can do in the present. Of course, it'd be easy if the page... When I first opened the first one, just opened right to it before I did the elephant. Okay, into the unknown. Trust and all will be revealed. Life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You're required to trust that this is a new phase, and it will reveal wonders and miracles to you. Step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. So this is right now. What can we do right now? So we need to trust. Okay, we're going into this like they're saying blind. And with the obscurity that the eclipse does, it's just what we were saying. It's going to block your vision forward. It's forcing you to be in the now. It's forcing you to just let what comes, comes. For some of us, it's just doing nothing and waiting, being stuck in the mud. For some of us, it's going to be something changing in our lives that we didn't want to happen, or we were afraid of, or didn't realize how to do this, or that we had to do this, and it happens for us. But either way, it's saying to stay faithful, pray, talk to God, spirit, meditate, set that time, like I said, this month. Every month you should be setting at least 15 minutes on the new moon, and pray whenever you can, so that you're taking the steps for everything to come to you, and be fearless into the unknown. These are quantum leaps with these eclipses. Quantum leaps from the old to the new. That's what these do. And like I said, this energy goes out about 5.5 months. So if you reflect back on last year's eclipses, see what happened in your life. Like on the last solar eclipse, I lost my Merrick, my puppy. He was almost 19 years old, about 19 years old. And that was a male dog, and he left at that time. It just, you don't know what's going to happen. It can be the death of someone, the ending of something, so that something new can be planted and the seeds started again. Now, since this is in Cancer, it will affect anyone, maybe more intensely, that with the Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, North Node, and Stellium, which would be 3 or more personal planets in Cancer, and the other water signs. So we also will include our Scorpio and Pisces energies, okay? And usually, like I said, since it's a solar eclipse, it will affect men around you. So hopefully this gives you a little heads up. And like I said, it's not a predictable thing. These eclipses are very unpredictable. It's like Uranus. Just expect the unexpected. And sometimes you expect something and nothing happens at all. Being open to it, be responsive in a reflective way. That's the moon. Responsible, reflective, receptive, okay? Allowing in. The moon is rules Cancer. We are in, the sun is in Cancer, and this new moon is in Cancer. So this is an important one for anyone who is a Cancerian person. Well, Cancer-centric, this is your new moon and your eclipse. Please spend the time. You're worth it. 10 to 15 minutes in quiet meditation and prayer. Well, thank you again, everyone who's been watching. And the Cancer solar return is up for 2018 if you haven't seen it. Have a great week, and as always, I wish you the best.